Oh, that's us. That's us. This is Gary Priest. Jeeps. Come on, let's go now. Here come the rambling crew, Jerry, Eddie, Cody, too. Talking geek and crushing puss, movies, games, and 70s bush. Here comes a rambling squad, they are the just talking gods. Never cheesy, never bore, contract tied to Skeletor. Here comes a rambling team, making all the hoods cream. Got all the greatest nerd chat, the Ramble's where it's at. Look at that. Jeep's just like...
Short and sweet.
Was there anything more to the point?
Tight.
Anything?
Tight.
Just tizite. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Oh, that's on me.
Oh.
That's my fault. Why stop, really? Why not keep it going? Keep it going. This is the Ramble, a geek's guide to pop culture. Eddie and I, we're the geeks.
Yeah.
I'm comedian, cancer fighter, vlogger. Can we do that?
Vlogger extraordinaire.
Vlogger
extraordinaire.
Jerry Rocha. Right there, we have the one and only.
Comedian, podcaster, spray painter, graffiti artist of the Kennedy Center bathrooms.
Tagger
Tagger of the Kennedy Center bathrooms.
Good for you.
Yeah, you know.
Doing your part. Eddie Pence. The one and only. This is Ramble Radio. These are our supplemental episodes. Our normal Rambles on Wednesday, but every Tuesday and Friday we give you the Ramble Radio, which is our supplemental show. And that's what this is. And subscribe to the Ramble, 5-star rating, a positive text review. If you don't do these things, Eddie and I, we don't want to. Let's get that out of the way.
We don't want to.
But we're going to be forced to think of you as a chump.
Chump, right?
And that's...
You definitely won't be a mang.
No, you're not a mang. You're a chump. And these fucking people.
Oh, these fucking people.
We're still deadlocked. Scissor Lord, February 17th, Eddie. That was a lifetime ago.
It's a month ago, man.
It's a month ago.
It's a month and a day ago.
Let's come on. We want a new one every goddamn week. 5-star rating, positive text review. You can follow us on Instagram. We're at Podcast Ramble. You can see our beautiful faces at the Ramble Tube on YouTube, and then we have our merch page. We did have a sale. We got a sale on our TeePublic page.
Oh, flash sale? Like a flash sale?
No, someone actually bought something.
Oh, I thought you meant they put it on our shit on sale. No, someone bought.
Someone
we
actually
have an actual
bought.
sale.
We had a sell. So,
wow.
Ta-da.
What could it be? Take a picture, send it to us.
Right. If whoever it was, take a picture, send it in, spread the word, and we thank you wholeheartedly. And today's
absolutely
Ramble Radio 507.
This is our supplemental, but had it not fallen on a Tuesday, we would have had to have an emergency ramble to discuss what we're about to talk about.
Yes, had the news the news broke over the weekend.
Yeah.
At least the official that I heard. And we almost had an emergency ramble then.
Yeah.
I know my heart raced. My heart scrambled. I couldn't believe the news.
Probably it's right up there when they announced they were making Star Wars Episode 9.
I think this might surpass that.
Maybe, possibly,
For me,
possibly.
If you are new to if you're not new to the Ramble, then you know how Eddie and I feel. But if you're new to the Ramble, we are fans of the genre that is the American Western.
Yeah, love the Western.
And we think the Western reached its peak.
Its pinnacle.
It's pinnacle.
This film sits at the top of the mountain of all Westerns.
Of all Westerns. Maybe all movies?
It's in the discussion. It's in the discussion. For sure.
How is Alan Ruck in 2 of maybe the greatest movies of all time? Ferris Bueller's Day Off and this.
Right.
How did
I
he
don't
pull?
know.
And
how did he weasel his way into both
How
of
did
those?
Christian Slater get into the greatest Western of all time and one of the best Star Trek movies of all time? Even though he's only in it for 2 seconds in Star Trek 6. But
right.
And of course, we're talking about Young Guns 2.
Young Guns Dose.
I don't know how I feel about this news. To me, Young Guns. It's the perfect movie.
Is it sort of how they announced Ted Lasso season 4?
You're like, what do you already? It was.
You
such
told
a
the story.
You told.
I'm excited, but I'm like, what are you
I'm
going to
ex-
do with it now?
What can you do with it? Young Guns too. I mean, I thought Young Guns won. How could this? But then again, I thought, how could it get better than this? They don't
Right.
need another one, and then they make another one. You're like, oh my god, it was.
Well,
even
I mean,
better.
Young Guns 2 finished off where Young Guns started and telling the story between Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid and how
Yes.
that. So you didn't get that in Young Guns 1. This sort of
Right.
took you to the end of that.
Right.
But also
Why-
threw in the conspiracy theory that Billy the Kid lived to be an old man.
Lived to be an old man, and now Eddie and I, it might as well be a documentary. We believe that wholeheartedly now.
Oh,
after
absolutely.
seeing
After that,
Young Guns,
yeah, he absolutely lived.
after the
He's
way
still
that,
alive.
after the way Emilio Estevez sold that old man in performance. Huh? Liked him. Heck, I love the son of a bitch. It. I mean, So the word is Lou
Yeah.
Diamond Phillips is coming back. Chavez.
Which I have questions.
I do
I don't know
too.
how that, unless Billy the Kid, and I guess this is going to take place between his supposed death from Pat Garrett to
Yes.
when he was an old man, somewhere in between that timeline.
They said time-wise with the actors, right? Like how
Okay.
old Emilio Estevez was, how old they were for Young Guns 2.
Right.
When,
So
when
this
Young
is going to
Guns 2,
take
this
place.
will be around 1911 is what they're saying.
Okay, so
this'll
there's
be-
okay.
So,
So we're coming towards the end of we're at the end of the Old
end
West,
of the
and we're
Old
now
West.
in.
Yes.
Is he a consultant on motion pictures like Wyatt Earp was?
What that could be art? Is it? Are they running? Is it a screwball comedy where they're running a casino? But so Lou
about
Diamond
that?
Phillips is coming back. Christian Slater is coming back. We thought Chavez died.
Right.
We thought Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh was a dead man. Now, granted, their deaths were not seen on the screen.
So
maybe
that's the first rule of cinema. If you don't see the person die,
you don't. What is it? We already know how great part 2 is. Where do you put part 3 if the opening scene is Chavez seeing the spirit horse, which is meant to take him to the other world? That was the
Sure.
implication.
sure.
And the spirit, remember how it's like galloping full charge towards
Yeah.
Chavez. What if
Yeah.
it just stops and then in a dead-on Mr. Ed voice goes, "It's not your time yet, Chavez," and then just goes back. Where does that? I mean, are we holding each other crying in the theater at that point?
Probably. You're sitting on my lap for sure. What's gonna get
Well,
me is 'cause-
I thought one of us would be sitting on the other one's lap regardless.
Oh,
I mean, it's
absolutely.
Young Guns fucking 3.
Oof.
Just think,
Gotta
Eddie,
tie it all
say this
together.
out.
It's gonna bring it all together.
And the funniest part is Chavez. That dude lived till he was like 60, and Doc Spurlock lived till he was like 90. But
Yeah.
they killed off Kiefer Sutherland because he had to make another movie. So do they somehow fix that? I don't know. I don't. It's I. You,
Does the spirit is
But
the spirit horse showing up? Is he as he's riding towards Chavez? Is he
bringing
carrying?
everybody else back?
He's bringing his Sutherland is on his back, and he drops him off. He's like, "It's not your time
Right,
either." And
not
then
your time either. It's. I mean, the possibilities. What if that's how this movie opens, where the spirit horse is like Captain America going back in time with the stuff and fixing everything,
Right.
patching everything up, and that's the opening. The spirit horse.
or maybe the opening is Captain America coming back and fixing things.
And that's
it is
what it is. That's
Chris
part of him
Evans
fixing
coming
things.
back.
Right. If he's, I mean, it would only make sense. It's an ocean of possibilities.
I know. That's what
That's
the mind
what
is
we-
aglow.
And what's fascinating is he brings back. We know for sure Lou Diamond Phillips, so we know for sure it's Christian. It's Chavez and Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh, who very precarious partnership in Young Guns 2.
Yeah.
If any of the two Young Guns were going to kill each other, it was
those two. It was those two.
So can I tell you what I hope happens? What I hope the plot is?
Tell me what hope. Yeah.
I hope that Alan Ruck, William Henry French, has gone crazy and is like this madman serial killer, and it's up to the Young Guns to stop him, because he got so fucked up by what he saw that you thought he gave that life away. Remember?
Right.
Because Billy the Kid gives him his own name, and he's like, "My name's William Henry French," and he leaves.
Yeah.
Could William Henry French be the villain of this, the string puller in all this?
Is he the mastermind, the puppet master, so to speak?
Is he the puppet master?
In 1911, because we were well into the silent film era at this point.
Yes.
Hollywood was a thing.
Hollywood existed in 1911. The Wild West, not so much.
Not so much.
There's probably a few skirmishes, but nothing like.
I mean, you probably still had some wild towns out there in Arizona and Nevada and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we were pretty settled by 1911.
Let's see. Let's just see real quick. I mean, the Model T came out in 1908.
Yeah.
So
So the West is over. The Wild West is done at this point. The law has reached the Pacific.
Right. So what do you think? Should William Henry French be, or is this aliens? Do aliens pick them all up and take them to go fight?
Does Billy the Kid find a way to resurrect Chavez, like sort of like a la Frankenstein thing? Does he figure out how to?
Shit, that's how they're all in it.
He brings them back to life.
He brings them all back
to get the gang back together for one more run.
One more run. He gets Pat Garrett back to life. He could do William Peterson. He's still around, isn't he?
I think so.
He could come back and be Pat. Fuck! Holy shit! What's his fuck? Is homeboy Viggo Mortensen?
Oh, Viggo Mortensen, yeah.
Viggo Mortensen could come back and be that lawman. God, there's
possibilities are endless.
This is
possibilities are endless.
This is the greatest. Greatest day in Ramble lore, Ramble history.
Might be red letter date for sure.
The Young Guns 3 is real.
Announcement.
It's going to happen. Do you want me to give you? See if I can find any exact details, Eddie.
Any details would help clear this up.
Apparently, this
because I have many questions.
This had been now. The Steves is directing it.
Okay.
Steves? Steve?
Steves?
Steves? So, let's see. It's Young Guns 3 is going to happen. He was in New Mexico. He was at some conferencing, and he said, by the way, we're making Young Guns 3. We're going to shoot it in Santa Fe. It's just...
Now, we sure he wasn't he didn't like relapse and he's in some sort of drug-induced haze and he just started saying shit?
I would be. Do you know how upset I would be, Eddie? Because
news of fucking with us.
Right, news of a potential trilogy began in 2021 when Young Guns 3, alias Billy the Kid, was revealed. Emilio Estevez was reported to be writing and directing, but then they thought it wasn't going to happen. I didn't even hear about that, but now it's happening, and it's. Let me see if we can get any kind of subtitle to it. I don't know, but you were saying though, what if the Sheen comes back?
Bring the Sheen back?
Because he was like you said, the most shocking death of the first movie.
That was in the first Young Guns when he died. I'm like, oh fuck.
Right.
Anything can happen.
And I was thinking the balls on any of these Game of Thrones people to talk about how George R.R. Martin, no one's safe. And
right.
Have you just go watch Young Guns? Go see
watch
what
Young
happens.
Guns.
Go see what happens to Charlie Sheen. Then you talk.
He's
to me
done
about
in the
who's
first
not
act
safe.
by the outhouse.
By the outhouse.
Just
my
pinched a loaf and
God.
got shot.
Jesus
Come on.
Christ. Come on.
I thought he was going to be like, when I saw the preview for Young Guns, I'm like, it's going to be the Estevez and
Right.
Sheen running rampant
Yes,
in the West.
the Sheen. So apparently, here's what the story is. It's Emilio, the governor of New Mexico, said Film and Media Day at the Roundhouse was a hit. Thanks to you, Emilio Estevez, for joining me in announcing that Young Guns 3, Dead or Alive, will shoot this fall. And I mean, holy shit!
Wow.
What else?
Do we find a way to get on set? We need
to find a way to be in the movie. I forget on set. We need to be in the film, and that's all there is to it. That's all I can. I don't know what else is there gonna be. You know what I mean?
Could he get Bon Jovi to give him Dead or Alive, Wanted Dead or Alive for this film?
Oh man, on a steel horse I ride, and I'm wanted.
I mean, that's got to be used in the trailer, right? It's got to be used in the trailer.
If it isn't,
Young Guns Dead or Alive.
Are we pissed? Are we pissed if it's not?
I'm pissed at Bon Jovi.
Thank you. So now, the script was written by the Stevs and Joe Fusco, who wrote Young Guns and Young Guns 2.
So we're getting the original authors to get this is coming from the source.
Yes.
It's not some newbie stepping in. Doesn't know what he's writing about.
Joe Fusco, if that's how it's pronounced, okay, has written 2 movies that I love more than anything else.
Yeah.
He's written Young Guns 2, and he's written Crossroads, the fucking movie with Ralph Macchio.
Karate Kid, Ralph Macchio.
Fighting the devil.
With a guitar.
This is
with
fucking...
guitar riffs.
This is... What a day, dude. I don't know. Does this Fantastic Four just kind of seem a little whatever now?
Well, kind of back burner a little bit.
Superman, whatever. Did they do this on purpose to just completely squash the next phase of Marvel and the James Gunn run on DC?
I'm just telling you, at Hall H this year, if the Young Guns crew shows up at Hall H, that's the talk of that con. I'm sorry. That's the if they all show up in cowboy gear on horses in Hall H. That's fuck Fantastic Four.
Fuck that shit.
Fuck Dr. Doom.
Fuck Superman. We got
all that shit.
The fucking Young Guns 3 are happening. I'm hoping William Henry French is the villain. I'm just putting that out there. That's what I hope. And he's gonna he's gonna kill a white chick and a Mexican chick at the same time, which is gonna make Chavez and Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh go, wait a minute. Right? Yeah. Wait. We have to team up here. We can't. We got to put our grudges behind us. Man, well, there we go. What a ramble. Subscribe. Right what a Ramble Radio.
Hot dog.
Subscribe, 5-star rating, positive text review. Before we go, though, Eddie, I do have bad news.
Oh, man.
We do have contractual.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right. Skeletor. Can we get your thoughts on the Young Guns 3 news?
Eddie, well, of course, I'm always happy to lend my opinion, my thoughts in the world of cinema. There's going to be one problem. It's going to be one real big problem, okay? If they make this film, I will be the first one to stand up from my seat and yell, bullshit! Bullshit! Because if you want historical accuracy with these films, then when Chavez met the Spirit Horse, if we're going to begin right after that, they're both covered in jizz. Okay? They're both covered in the jizz of yours truly. So we better see that all over. If not, they can go fuck themselves, and I will sue them. But my jizz should be covering the Spirit Horse and Chavez. And if they bring back Kiefer Sutherland's character, my jizz should be what they use to bring him back. That's it. If they don't, they'll be hearing from my lawyers. And I have an army of lawyers, Eddie. Do you have any? I have about, God, my goodness, I have about 750,000 lawyers that I have on retainer, just waiting. The best of the best. And you think, well, the law offices of God, how many people? Where can you put so many lawyers? You can't fit them all in one office building. I bet you're wondering, well, where's a place big enough where you can house your lawyers? Go ahead. You can ask.
Where?
He-Man's mother's pussy! Ah, shit. You just walked right into that one, didn't you?
Shit. Does he have to throw bestiality into this?
I don't think there's any rules.
There's none. God, Cinesnub, Cody. Let's
get him on
please.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Let's get that. Let's fix that. That's the least we could do.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
Eddie, where can all the fine folk?
5 days a week, Patreon.com, The Ralph Report, Tuesdays, Fridays, Ramble Radio, Wednesdays, Ramble Proper here on the Podderation Network, and also on Fridays, Not Today with Jen Sturger.
You can find me in the same Ramble locales. You can find Eddie and Cody. I'm also streaming games at Retro Rocha on Kick and Twitch, and just my name on YouTube. So have a great one. Until then, we will be back tomorrow for a regular Ramble. Have fun, everybody. Bye now, and enjoy the tune again.
Boom!
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Jeez.
look at that tight.
Wait, it's just, man, I don't know if I've ever been more excited for a movie.
I don't either. I like it. Literally, I got the chills the way when they announced episode 9 of Star Wars.
Yep.
And they were getting Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher back together. I'm like, this is the same as Estevez.
Oh,
Lou Diamond Phillips.
I'm gonna say this is a little bigger, personally. I think it's a little bigger
because you didn't think it was possible.
Right. And they're just bigger names.
True.